back to the Math League Media YouTube channel. Today we're going to be going over sprint number 28 from our 12507 release. Sprint 28 reads, Tim flips a fair coin 5 times and records the results of the flips in order. He notices that the longest continuous string of flips, in which no two consecutive flips are the same, has a length of n flips. Compute the expected value of n. First of all, notice that flips the coin 5 times, there's 2 to the power of 5 or 32 total possibilities. If n equals 1, then what that means is that Tim must have flipped all the same side, which means he either flipped T, 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 or H, 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 tails, 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 or heads, 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 which gives us 2 possibilities for n to be equal to 1. If n is equal to 2, then the sequence has to have some number of H's followed by some number of T's and then never swap again. So that the sequence will be the swap of H to T. And this can also be done with a sequence of some number of T's followed by a sequence of some number of H's. So we have 2 choices for whether the sequence starts with heads or with tails. And then we have 4 choices for when it swaps to a different side, for a total of 8 possibilities when n is equal to 2. We're actually going to hold off on calculating the number of possibilities when n is equal to 3, because by symmetry, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to calculate the total number of possibilities when n is 3, and it might be easier to instead calculate 4 and 5, because 4 and 5 require more of the sequence to be fixed. If n is equal to 4, then either the beginning or the end of the sequence has to have a duplicate, and I can either have 2 duplicate heads or 2 duplicate tails. So we have 2 choices for whether the repeated face is going to come at the beginning or the end of the sequence. We have 2 choices for if that face is going to be a head or a tail, which gives us 2 times 2 or 4 possibilities when n is 4. And for n equals 5, there's only 2 possibilities in this case. It's either heads, tails, heads, tails, heads, or tails, heads, tails, heads, tails. So 2 possibilities in this case. And then that means that when n equals 3, there's 32 minus 2 minus 8 minus 4 minus 2, or 16 ways for the string to be of length 3. So we get an expected value of 1 times 2 plus 2 times 8 plus 3 times 16 plus 4 times 4 plus 5 times 2, all divided by 32 because every individual case has a 1 over 32 chance of occurring. And this evaluates to 92 over 32, or 23/8, as our expected value of n, which is our answer. Thank you.
This is Tim. Hope you're enjoying our videos. If so, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, turn on notifications, all that sort of thing. But what I'd really want to invite you to do is to send us an email at media@mathleague.org. Tell us which problems you'd like to see us cover next in our video series. Take care and see you in the next video.